What if the single most powerful thing you can do for your prostate takes 30 seconds, costs nothing, and 90% of men over 60 are doing the exact opposite every single day? I'm Dr. Matthew Carter, and this channel is dedicated to giving adults over 60 the evidence-based information that a 15-minute appointment almost never has time to deliver. Today, I am covering 5 specific daily habits that the research most consistently supports for prostate protection after 60. I am ranking them from important to absolutely critical, and I need you to stay until habit number 1, because it is the fastest acting, most overlooked intervention on this entire list, and most men never connect it to the damage they are doing. Subscribe now if you haven't already, and let's get into it. By age 60, more than 50% of men have some degree of prostate enlargement. By 70, that number exceeds 80%, waking up 3 to 5 times every night. A stream that takes forever, planning every trip and social event around bathroom access. Most men accept this as inevitable. It is not. Research from Japan analyzing nationwide data found that specific lifestyle habits can prevent or significantly delay prostate problems in men over 60. The 5 habits I am covering today target the actual mechanisms driving prostate damage: chronic inflammation, poor pelvic circulation, hormonal imbalance, cellular oxidative stress, and a mechanical pressure source that most men never think about. These are not general wellness suggestions. They are specific, documented, and they work. Habit number 5, walk 30 minutes every single day. Most men associate walking with heart health. They underestimate what it does for the prostate. A 2024 study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine tracked thousands of men over time. Those whose cardiovascular fitness improved by just 3% annually were 35% less likely to develop prostate cancer than men whose fitness declined. 35% from walking. The mechanism is direct. Walking reduces the systemic inflammation that accelerates prostate enlargement. It improves circulation to the pelvic region, delivering oxygen and clearing inflammatory byproducts from prostate tissue. It reduces the stress hormones, specifically cortisol, that aggravate prostate symptoms through autonomic nervous system sensitization. And it addresses visceral adiposity, abdominal fat, which produces excess estrogen through aromatase activity and creates a direct hormonal driver of prostate cell proliferation. The protocol is 30 minutes daily, 1 session or 3 10-minute sessions. Moderate to brisk pace where you feel your heart rate rise. No gym required, no special equipment. Consistency is the intervention. Comment below. Are you currently walking 30 minutes daily? Tell me honestly, because the answer shapes what I cover next. Habit number 4. Limit alcohol to 3 drinks per week maximum. This surprises most men because they have been told that moderate drinking is harmless. After 60, the research is more specific. Alcohol increases systemic inflammatory burden, including in prostate tissue. It disrupts the testosterone to estrogen ratio, suppressing testosterone and elevating estrogen, creating the hormonal environment that directly drives prostate enlargement. And it exacerbates urinary symptoms through multiple simultaneous mechanisms, including bladder neck irritation and detrusor muscle sensitization. The threshold that research consistently supports is 3 to 4 drinks total for the week, not per day. 1 drink is 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of spirits, spread across the week. Never more than 2 drinks in a single sitting. The men who have the most dramatic early symptom improvements on this channel are almost always the ones who address alcohol consumption first, because the results appear within weeks rather than months. Habit number 3, eat cooked tomatoes 3 times per week. This single dietary intervention has the most consistent research backing of any food for prostate cancer prevention. Tomatoes contain lycopene, a carotenoid that concentrates in prostate tissue at higher levels than in any other organ in the male body. Lycopene functions as a direct antioxidant in prostate cells, suppresses IGF-1 signaling, a growth factor pathway implicated in cancer progression, and inhibits the cellular proliferation signals that drive both benign enlargement and malignant transformation. The Harvard Health Professionals follow-up study following over 47,000 men for more than a decade found that men consuming 2 or more servings per week of cooked tomato products had a 23% lower risk of prostate cancer. Studies show even higher reductions, up to 28%, in advanced prostate cancer risk specifically, and the critical detail is cooked. Cooking breaks down tomato cell walls, releasing lycopene in a form 2 to 3 times more bioavailable than raw tomato. Adding olive oil during cooking increases absorption further. 3 servings per week, half a cup of tomato sauce, a cup of tomato soup, roasted tomatoes with olive oil. That is the protocol. Habit number 2, reach and maintain a healthy weight. Specifically, if you are carrying excess abdominal weight, losing 10% of your body weight produces measurable prostate health improvement. A 2022 study found direct and dose-dependent relationships between waist circumference, visceral belly fat, and prostate enlargement rate. The mechanism is hormonal. Visceral fat produces estrogen through aromatase. The higher your visceral fat burden, the higher your relative estrogen level. That estrogen acts on prostate cells through estrogen receptor alpha signaling, accelerating the growth that drives BPH and creating the inflammatory microenvironment that supports malignant transformation. Losing 10% of body weight reduces estrogen burden, reduces systemic inflammatory cytokine production, improves insulin sensitivity, and reduces IGF-1 levels, addressing 4 of the 5 core mechanisms of prostate damage simultaneously. Combine portion reduction with the daily walk and the tomato habit. The synergy between these 3 produces results faster than anyone alone. Habit number 1. And this is the one that most men have never been told. The one that is operating against your prostate every single day right now. The one that takes 30 seconds to change and produces results within weeks. Never hold your urine. Respond immediately every time you feel the urge. When your bladder fills and sends the signal to urinate, act on it. Do not delay. Do not wait until a commercial break. Do not hold it through a meeting. Do not rationalize that you can wait another hour. Every single time you hold urine, your distended bladder presses directly against the prostate sitting below it, creating mechanical pressure and friction that causes chronic irritation, swelling, and over time structural change in prostate tissue. Beyond the direct mechanical pressure, a chronically overdistended bladder weakens detrusor muscle contractility, creates stagnant urine that breeds bacterial growth and inflammation, and progressively impairs the bladder-prostate coordination that normal voiding requires. Research confirms that timely voiding prevents bladder overdistension and directly reduces the mechanical pressure on prostate tissue that contributes to enlargement and symptom severity. One man I treated was 64 years old. He routinely held urine for hours during his workday, often 4 to 5 hours without voiding. He had severe urinary urgency, a significantly weakened stream, and was waking 5 times per night. After he began responding immediately to every urge, no exceptions, his nighttime trips dropped from 5 to 2 within 6 weeks. His stream strength improved. He told me he had no idea that a habit he had practiced for decades was the primary driver of his symptoms. This is habit number 1 because it starts working the fastest. It costs nothing. It requires no equipment and no dietary change, and it is reversible immediately. Starting tonight, the next time you feel the urge to urinate, go. Do not wait. That single behavior change is the foundation on which everything else builds. Here is your implementation system. Tonight, implement habit 1. Respond immediately to every urge starting now. Tomorrow morning, add habit 5. Schedule your 30-minute walk as a non-negotiable daily appointment. This week, reduce your portion sizes by 20% and track your alcohol against the 3-drink weekly limit. Next week, add 3 cooked tomato servings to your meal plan. Track your results. Week 1, note how many times you wake up nightly to urinate. That is your baseline number. Weeks 2 to 4, continue tracking. Most men notice measurable improvements within 2 to 4 weeks of implementing habits 1 and 4. Weeks 6 to 8, with all 5 habits consistently applied, expect 40 to 60% reduction in nighttime trips, improved stream strength, and reduced daytime urgency. These are the outcomes the research documents. They are achievable, and they are within your control beginning tonight. Comment below with one of 3 responses. Comment starting tonight if you are implementing habit 1 immediately after watching this. I'm Dr. Matthew Carter. Prostate problems are not inevitable. Daily choices determine your outcome. Start with habit 1 tonight.